Good evening, all. Thank you, Khaki Lab, and all the members of the Khaki Lab for giving me this opportunity. During the period of the British rule, India was home to more than 500 princely states. To understand their place in Indian history, it is essential to examine various aspects of these states, including their rulers, the welfare-oriented administration, their contribution to art, architecture, the impact of Indian freedom movement on these states, and the struggle of their people for political rights and independence. When India attained independence, it became apparent that the princely rulers would have to relinquish their sovereign powers. Except for a few states, most princely rulers responded positively to the patriotic appeal made by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. The readiness displayed by these rulers and the action they took toward integration constitute an important and fascinating chapter in Indian history. Themes of the presentation: establishment of the British supremacy over the princely states, political status and administration, royal patronage and the cultural legacy of the princely state, the Chamber of Princes and impact of Gandhian movement on the princely states, integration of the princely state, and then legacy of the princely state in modern India. According to the Interpretation Act 1818, British India referred to all territories under the direct authority of the British Crown, whose administration was conducted by the Governor General of India or by provincial governors acting on behalf of the British government. And Indian princely states referred to territories that enjoyed internal autonomy, although ultimate sovereignty rested with the British Crown. Now here territories means states, estates or jagir. So you can see in this map 55% of Indian territory under the control of the British India showing in a pink color, and 45% of the territory under the control of princely state showing in the yellow color. Now British India and princely states. People having lot of information, they know the history of the British India, the Indian independence, the struggle and everything, but very less information or awareness about the princely state. So it's important to know about the history of this princely state. So let us start the story of these native states with three personalities: Lord Wellesley, Lord Hastings, and Lord Dalhousie. The map of the princely India, and as it finally emerged, almost entirely the handiwork of these three British Governor General, Lord Wellesley, Lord Hastings, and Lord Dalhousie. Now, as Lord Dalhousie came as a Governor General in India, he came in India like a tornado, sweeping everything before him. He regarded the loss of the American colonies as a national disaster and was determined to repair the damage by winning to empire for Britain in India. So with his subsidiary alliance system, he annexed the territories like the Satara, like the Nagpur. So as this subsidiary alliance system, and earlier to Lord Wellesley, what happened? It's as British East India Company entered in India, they got victory in Battle of Plassey, they got victory in Battle of Buxar. So they became, from the trading company, they became the political power. But later on, they stop this annexation or not interfere in Indian politics, because the Maratha kingdom was powerful. Mahatji Scindia was there, Nana Fadnavis was there. But after the death of Mahatji Scindia, after the death of Nana Fadnavis, they again entered in this politics. And during that time, 1798, Lord Wellesley came in India. And first of all, he with the Anglo-Mysore battle, he defeated Tipu Sultan and annexed that territory and reappointed the Wadiyar dynasty ruler there. Then the Maratha Anglo conflict, Peshwa Bajirao II, he accepted the subsidiary alliance system in 1802 and thus became or under the control of the British East India Company. Now, Maratha nobles were not happy with this thing. So, Holkars were there, Scindias were there, Bhosles. So, their conflict with the British East India Company, unfortunately, they faced defeat. They also accepted this subsidiary alliance system and came under the control of British East India Company. Now, after Lord Wellesley, it's Lord Hastings. And Lord Hastings also followed the same policy, and 145 states in central India, 145 states in Kathiawar, and 20 states in Rajputana, they accepted the British rule or British paramountcy. And during the time of Lord Hastings, the third Anglo-Maratha battle, and 1818, he defeated Bajirao II, and Maratha kingdom was totally finished. So thus, a British East India Company acquired a good territory in India except Punjab. Then some Governor General, they also follow the same policy, and then came Lord Dalhousie. The approach of Lord Dalhousie regarding to this uh, princely, regarding to the Indian rulers. I want to read this thing. I hear from India that the Raja of Nagpur is dead. I'm not fully informed on the subject yet, but I think I shall swallow it. He has left no son, hire and made on adoption, and it would give us 400,000 pound a year. I think this is a too good a plum not to pick out this Christmas pie. Now, this is the approach of these governor, Lord Dalhousie, regarding to annexation, regarding to took the Indian territories under the control. And Lord Dalhousie, with his policy, doctrine of lapse, he with the cause of what or reason, misgovernment and no permission to adopt the son. He follow this doctrine of lapse and enact Satara, Jaipur, Sambalpur, Jhansi, Nagpur, Awadh on the basis of misgovernment. So Lord Dalhousie successful in annexing all these territories. It's good for British East India Company. They expanded their territories with this annexation policy, but created dissatisfaction and anger among the princely rulers, soldiers, and the people. These rulers started the 1857 revolt in India. So, the revolt of 1857, the rulers or the princely state who participated in this revolt, Nana Sahib, all maybe know this name, Nana Sahib, Jhansi Chirani Lakshmi Bai, then Tatya Tope, some other princely rulers also, like from Awadh, Bahadur Shah Zafar, Bakhtiyar Singh state from Ajmera, Ali Bahadur state, a small state of Banda. Now, in this revolt, they face defeat. There are some big names or princely states who remain aloof from this revolt, like Nizam of Hyderabad, Scindias of Gwalior, Holkars. They indirectly helped British East India Company. Some actively participated also in suppressing this revolt. Now, because of this thing, British East India Company managed to crush this revolt and realize the importance of these princely states, realize the importance of friendship of, or what we can say, help of these princely states. And therefore, after the 1857 revolt, the approach of British government changed towards this princely states. So British government changed their policy from annexation to protection, gave protection to these princely state. Now, after the 1857 revolt, the famous Queen's Proclamation in 1858. And with this proclamation, East India companies hand over the power to British Crown, British government. Governor General got the title Viceroy, and Office of the Secretary of State for India was created. So these administrative changes, and Queen Victoria declared, we desire no extension of our present territorial possession, and we shall respect the rights, dignity, and honor of the princes, chiefs, and people. So, thus, a princely ruler got the protection, no annexation, states will remain states. So, what we found that Indian rulers remained loyal to the British government up to the independence. But British government established, or they gave this internal independence to princely rulers. They follow this policy or implemented this policy of subordinate union, and keep restriction on princely rulers or princely states. Like the British crown control matters such as foreign relation, defense, and succession. No authority to wage war or conclude territory treaties with other states. Uh, no foreign national could be employed in the princely states. No permission to the large armies, because defense is totally in the hands of the British government. Even British princely ruler must took permission to travel abroad. Now, regarding to movement, it's permitted. Princely state people can go to British India. They can get the employment also there. Railways, telegraphs, and postal service remain under British supervision and control. To keep these princely rulers under their control or keep check on them, the resident and political agent function as the eyes and ears of the British government. And as we can, so princely state, they got autonomy in their administration, but British supremacy in control. Now, about the classification of these princely states. So, as I told, princely states, 45% territory under the control of princely states, and 55% of territory under the control of British India. The book Indian State gives us the number 563 princely states in India. Among that, 526 Hindu rulers and 37 Muslim rulers. Now, we found different numbers about the princely states. In some books, the number is 526, 600, or less than that. Now, why this kind of thing? Because as I told you, it's states, estates, and Jagir. So, some small Jagirdars also there who are responsible, who report to the princely rulers, but they also counted as the in this number, but approximately it's above 500. Now these princely states are classified in Imperial Gazetteer of India. We get the information that states having a direct relation with the first category, states having direct relationship with the British government, and in that Hyderabad, Mysore, Baroda, Gwalior, and Kashmir. Central Indian Agency having 148 states, Rajputana Agency 20, Balochistan Agency 2 princely states, and state under provisional governments. Now here Bombay province and other provinces in India, they these princely states are there, and sometime governor, or if the princely states small, the district collector as a political agent of that princely states, and keep what we can say that administrative control on the princely state. So this kind of classification was there, and as you can see, Hyderabad, Mysore are the big princely states. Their territory are too big. There are small princely states also, like Sachin state, which is in Surat Agency, Bombay province, 49 square miles, the territory of the princely state. So we found this difference. Then revenue, some princely states having a really good revenue, like Hyderabad 1 crore, some other 10 lakh to 50 lakhs, and some princely states are yearly revenue just 1,000 rupees. So population wise also different. So and their rights also, some having a full rights in their administration, judicially rights they having. So what was the demand of the princely rulers, that they, regarding their hierarchy, so British government must give them that kind of status hierarchy. But British government denied this thing, and for British government, each means all the princely states were on equal base or equal platform. But this was not what we can say liked by the princely ruler. So British government told the princely ruler that hierarchy on the basis of gun salute. So uh, uh, princely states getting the gun salute, and hierarchy like monarch 101, viceroy 31. Gun salute total 118 states getting the gun salute. 21 gun salute states: Baroda, Gwalior, Hyderabad, Jammu and Kashmir. 19 gun salute state: Bhopal, Indore, Kalat, Kolhapur, Udaipur. Other gun salute states are means 17 gun salute state, 13. So like this. So for from 21 to 9 gun salute state, the princely states were getting the gun salute of 13 and above. They were called as Maharaja. And of below 13, 9 to 13, they were called as Rajas. So through this hierarchy, the British created a wide network of loyal rulers, means try to satisfy them, ensuring their support and strengthening imperial control over India. Now, royal patronage and cultural legacy of the princely state. The best contribution of these princely rulers, they gave patronage to the artists, painters, singers. They preserve the cultural heritage. They build magnificent architecture. They do the welfare of the people. So it's important to know all this cultural legacy of the princely states. First of all, the courtly customs, tradition, and festivals in the princely state. So rulers are addressed as Bapu, Babji, and Bappa. Now this is means ruler like a father figure to the princely state people. They respect him as a father figure. Then ruler having a title like Maharaja, Raja, Nizam, Nawab, all these things. Then British government also uh, issued or granted some title to the Rajas and Maharaja, like Star of India, for their good work. Then orders of merit, orders of the Star of India for their good work. Now, regarding to their darbar, Delhi darbars were held for administration, where the issues put in front of the ruler, and justice given, or issues solved by the ruler, whatever the grievances of the public. Nobles and officials attend the darbar in a ceremonial dress, of follow that what we can say customs tradition of the darbar, offered nazrana as a mark of the loyalty to the king or to the ruler. Many court positions were hereditary, given and based on traditional customs. Now, special darbar were also held when a visit of viceroy or the birthday of the princely ruler. Now, regarding to festival, the major festivals include Holi, Dashera, and Eid. Holi celebrate very, what I can say, lavishly in Rajasthan's princely state, and Dashera with a traditional manner, puja of the weapons of the king, then procession of the king. And here, as the princely ruler, a big king state, a lot of wealth. So, what I can say, he showed all these things up a really rich procession where his officials were there. Sometimes the visit of the British officers. So they offered an gift to the princely state. So, and people, they participate in this procession. So Holi, Dashera, very lavishly celebrate in all the princely states in India. Then Eid also, means the in Rajput state, Eid also celebrate. Then in Bhopal, uh, or Rampur, Holi also celebrate in their princely state. So with this, what we can say, festivals as they celebrate with in princely states with religious harmony and brotherhood. This kind of religious harmony and brotherhood maintained by the princely ruler. Now, uh, regarding royal patronage of music, art, and cuisine. I'm audible properly? Hello?
Yes.
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 Yeah. So, royal patronage of music, art, and cuisine. Indian kings um, constantly encourage Indian arts, craft, and music. Rampur, Patiala, Indore, then Gwalior, Jaipur, Badoda, Banaras, Gharanas were famous for singing. Sriman Ganpat Rao, son of Maharaja Jayaji Rao Sindhia of Gwalior, was a good singer of Drupad and Dhamar, and also a very good harmonium player and a musician. Later became the guru of many celebrated musicians because of his effort. Music school established in Gwalior. Ustad Bade Gulam Ali Khan was from Patiala Gharana. Raja Chakradhar Singh of Raigad princely state was himself a good dancer and tabla and pakhwaj player. He wrote 16 books on dance and music. Maharani Chimnabai of Baroda was herself had a good knowledge of Bharatnatyam and Kathak music, Karnataka music. Sayaji Rao Gaikwad III of Baroda granted subsidy of rupees 5,000 to Balgandharva Natak Mandali. Nawab Sayyid Raza Ali of Rampur had a good collection of musical instruments. Now, with this Indian tradition, princely rulers also adopted the Western tradition in music and ballroom dancing. Maharaja of Kapurthala and Maharaja of Patiala maintained excellent Western orchestras. Now, after singing and music, it's painting. And in mural paintings, Bikaner, Jodhpur, and Jaisalmer, the paintings of Samod, fur paintings on a large cotton cloth are examples of artistic excellence from Rajasthan. Now, Nihal Chand, the painter of the Kishangarh state, painted Radha using the facial feature of the Banithani, the singer and poet from the Kishangarh state. The style was characterized by elongated face, long neck. You can see in the picture of Bunny Thani, fish-shaped eyes, pointed nose. So this Bunny Thani, the this name of the singer Bunny Thani style of painting, it's made popular and it's on paper, cloth, wood. Government of India issued a postage stamp, and critics referred it as the Mona Lisa of Kishangarh. Then the celebrated Indian painter Ravi Verma received patronage from Badoda, from Sayaji Rao Gaikwad. He painted excellent paintings from the mythological Ramayana and Mahabharata, and he made popular the Nawari Sadi from Maharashtra. You can see here in the picture Radha. It's wearing a Nawari sadi. So excellent painting, and he also painted the portrait of the royal family members. So excellent work done by Raja Ravi Verma, and it's because of patronage of Sayaji Rao Gaikwad. Then the Kala Bhavan also established in Badoda, quality to give encouragement to the artist to do well. And Sayaji Rao Gaikwad appointed a good instructor also in this Kala Bhavan to teach. Well-known name Dada Saif Phalke, the pioneer of Indian cinema. He got what we can say knowledge regarding photography. He studied the photography, related visual arts and all that thing in this Kala Bhavan. So princely states of India preserve and enrich India's cultural heritage, give patronage, and develop that. Now, regarding to dress, jewelry, crafts, Indian rulers were very much fond of jewelry. Then their dress, the famous crafts. Jaipur, Jamestones. Jaipur is famous for Jamestone. Kashmir is famous for carpet. Banarasi saris were from Banaras. Savantwadi is famous for the embroidery work. Now, regarding to these art and craft, Indian rulers, they supported the artist. They helped the artist. Regarding to jewelry, Indian princely rulers were very fond of jewelry. So they had the Toshkhana managed by the hereditary treasurer, and all the ornaments, they were there in the Toshkhana, proper the treasury book maintained by the ruler. And whenever any festivals or ceremony, the ornaments were given to the family members. In Badoda, the Delhi means the ornaments were given to the family members, and in the evening they had to return to this thing. So very fond of jewelry and all these things. Now rulers adorn their turbans with sirpej, kalgi, and tura as a symbol of royalty. Now British government uh, denied this, or British government not allowed the princely rulers to wear the crown, because they are subordinate to British government. So they decorate their pagdi with these ornaments like shirpej. You can see Khandera this from Gaikwad family, Badoda. The shirpej, kalgi, this is tura. Bhupender Singh from Patiala. So they wear this kind of ornaments, and it's symbol of their royalty and prestige. Then they had very good collection of ornaments. Nizam of Hyderabad, Mir Usman Ali Pasha inherited famous Jacob diamond weighing 162 carat. Maharaja Khandera of Gaikwad of Baroda had celebrated Star of the South Diamond. Holkars were famous for their special peacock turban. Indore Pierce, Jonker diamonds, Patiala necklace, and Baroda necklace was very famous. The Begum of Bhopals were also known for their love for the jewelry. Chimnabai of Baroda was particularly fond of both Indian and European jewelry and possessed a 7-strain pearl necklace. Many rulers prepared large quantities of jewelry in Western Art Deco style from the prestigious European firms. Now, recognizing reference of Indian royalty, European jewelers also began producing ornaments that combine West craftsmanship and with a traditional Indian design, like Meenakari. They took this also, and this fusion work created during that time. So we found a fusion of Indian and European styles in the princely state jewelry. Next, architecture and sports in the princely state. Princely rulers, they build excellent, magnificent architecture. Jaivilas Palace at Gwalior, Mysore Palace, Umaid Bhavan at Jodhpur, Lakshmi Vilas Palace at Baroda, Jagniwas Palace in Udaipur. Now, here also we found the fusion of the Indian tradition and Western architectural tradition. Kapurthala was often referred as a Paris of Punjab because its impressive Indo-French architectural style. Maharaja Jagjit Singh of Kapurthala constructed the Jagjit Palace, inspired by the Palace of Versailles in France. So palaces and public buildings of princely states stand an enduring symbol of India's rich architectural and cultural heritage. Then regarding to sports, it's interesting. Now no warfare for the princely rulers. So their sword changed to racket, or we can say bat, and many rulers took interest in the sport like cricket, polo, tennis, football, and billiards were uh, rulers were good players like Ranjit Singh ji, Dulip Singh ji, then Mansur Ali Khan Patodi. They were very good cricketer. So these sports also popular. Then with this Western sport, princely ruler, gave patronage or support to the traditional sports also, like wrestling, in Kolhapur, Vajramushti from Mysore, elephant fights in Badoda. So Indian traditional sports also and Western sports also liked and promoted by the princely ruler. So princely state enrich India's architectural and sporting heritage. Next is education of the princess and eminent women of the princely states. Now, regarding to education, first of all, it's education of the princess. Now, it starts from the childhood, and British government instructed the rulers that uh, British dye and British tutor must be there, not the Indian tutor or Indian dye. It's British tutor and British dye who will take care, who will teach the initial things to the prince or to the children of the ruling families. And then British government build colleges for them, like Mayo College of in Ajmer, Rajkumar College, Rajkot, Delhi College, Indore, and there these princes, they taken with their officials and all that thing. As the princely ruler, big many people with them, hostels for them, so they used to stay there and they took education. Now, what kind of education? Education regarding to English language, manners, this kind of thing taught to uh, uh, the children of the princely rulers, not the political knowledge, administrative things, geography, politics. It's administration. It's not in their syllabus. So, what was the approach of the British government? That the young son of these rulers, they not get that much worldly knowledge, and because of that they can be very loyal to the British government. They speak good English, they know the etiquettes, manners very well, enough for the British government. They praise such son of that educated very well and all that kind of thing. So when they came back from this college, many rulers, they sent their children to Mysore, because that time Mysore was very famous for their administration. So how to do proper administration and all that thing. Many rulers sent their children to Mysore. Now this is one part. Now education regarding to the princely states. So many rulers in India, they gave support or they established at least primary school in their states and encourage education. They offered scholarship to the student. Now, this is indirectly the effect of the reform movement, social reform movement started, educational institutions established in British India. Definitely, the effect of all these things on princely rulers, they were very much what we can say, eager or want to their state people to educate. So they established schools in their state. Now, regarding to the effect of the social reform movement, definitely it's on the ruling family also, and therefore we found Indira Raje Gaikwad from Badoda dynasty, Maharani Gayatri Devi from Jaipur dynasty. They took a very good quality education. They went Indira Raje went abroad also, and they did the love marriage during that time, means against the what we can say, permission of their parents. They did that, and later on Maharani Gayatri Devi later on having a really good contribution in the politics. But it's why they able to do it, or is definitely a direct indirect impact of the reform program which started during that time in India. Then a well-known we can say name, Begums of Bhopal. 100 years Bhopal state was ruled by these Begum, and it's a really what we can say, a good thing. The Qudsiya Begum, Shahjahan, Sikandar Begum, Shahjahan Begum, and the Sultan Jahan Begum of Bhopal, they ruled very well, their administration very well. They did lot of public welfare work in their state, gave support to women education. And Sultan Jahan Begum of Bhopal, she was the founder, member and chancellor of the Aligarh Muslim University. Then Maharani Chinnabai from Baroda, also what we can say, lady. She was very good in hunting. So we can say that social reform movements indirectly influence the women of royal families. There are other women also from other state. They were also did quite well. Next is the able administrator and the public welfare oriented rulers. Many princely rulers, they did great job for their people, for the state. Now first of all, it's the ruler of Bikaner, Maharaj Ganga Singh Ji. He built a canal from Satluj River to Bikaner. And because of this thing, he solved the water problem of his state. And he also keen to introduce railway in his state. Now about Ganga Singh Ji Maharaj, he means regularly he travel in the city in his Rolls Royce car, and stenographer is with him. So anyone can stop the car and put his grievance in front of the ruler, and Ganga Singh Ji asked the stenographer write it down, and he immediately work on that. So such kind of what we can say administration, or uh, uh, he was attached to the people. Then ruler of Jaipur, Maharaja Ram Singh II prohibited female infanticide and practice of sati in his state, undertook the construction of new roads, beautification and transportation. Jam Sahib Ranjit Singh Ji of Jamnagar developed the seaport of Nawanagar and built roads, railways and irrigation facilities. In 1920, he represented the Indian states at the League of Nations Assembly, Geneva. Madhavra Sindhya of Gwalior was an excellent administrator. People representatives were appointed in municipalities and village panchayat. Maharaja Tukoji Rao Pawar III of Devas, senior princely state, strongly promoted Marathi and Modi script as the state language. To encourage literary growth, he established the Bhojaraja Prize in 1928, awarded annually to the best Marathi book. So, through such initiatives, the rulers of Devas made significant contribution to administration, education, language, and literature. Next, the ruler of Janjira state, Nawab Siddhi Ahmad Khan, established English, Urdu, and Marathi school in his state. Also, drawing and physical training. He inaugurated the Victoria Jubilee Water Park at Murud and improved the state revenue administration. Next, Maharaja Sayaji Rao Gaikwad III from Baroda introduced many social, legal, administrative, agriculture, industrial reform in his state. He gave support to women's education, opened all hospitals, libraries, and also a Khandoba temple in its state to formally excluded communities. Land revenue assessment were standardized. Foundation of Bank of Baroda and established a chemical factory. He was among the India's greatest ruler. The next is Rajashri Shahu Maharaj of Kolhapur. Important social reform announced by Rajashri Shahu Maharaj of Kolhapur was 50% reservation for backward classes, free and compulsory primary education to all. He established hostels for students for backward class. He arranged for religious ceremonies in the royal palace to be conducted by non-Brahmin priests. He abolished hereditary offices of Kulkarni and Maharvatan. Many reforms for women. He planned major dams and irrigation canals, organized agriculture exhibition, pioneer of the cooperative movement in India, actively participated in activities of Chamber of Prince. So thus these princely rulers made significant contribution to administration, urbanization, agriculture, education, language, literature, social reform, economy, industry, architecture, and politics, thereby bringing progress and peace to their state and to India. Now, These princely rulers, they contributed very well in the Chamber of Prince, which established in 1921. Means during that time, before this, it's World War First, and uh, according to the Montagu-Chelmsford Act, British government put forward this Chamber of Prince, and it established in 1921. Sir Ganga Singh Ji, Sayajirao Gaikwad III, Rajashri Shahu Maharaj played important role in the establishment of the Chamber of Prince. The Chamber of Prince consisted 120 members, and it's the meeting generally twice a year, and Viceroy of India as serving as the president. And the chamber elected its own chancellor. The standing committee also, they're meeting twice a year. So it's very good. With this Chamber of Prince, the princely rulers got the platform to come together to discuss their issue, because earlier British government followed the policy of means let the rulers isolated from each other. They had to take permission if they visit. They are visiting to the other princely states. They had to take permission. But now, with this, it's the princely rulers are coming together. They discuss their issues. So it's a good platform for the princely ruler. But Chamber of Prince remain as an advisory body. Means there any suggestion, it's not compulsion on British government to accept it and all that thing. So it's an advisory body under the Viceroy. Now, many princely states supported British government during World War First and Second. Through their soldiers fund war materials and medical aid. So a few rulers, they participated in the First and Second World War also. Now, regarding to Indian National Congress, the movement in British India, role of Mahatma Gandhi ji. Initially, Indian National Congress was of the opinion that princely states, the people, they were independent. They had their own rule. So, not to interfere in the princely state. Mahatma Gandhi ji also of this opinion. So, in Mahatma Gandhi ji wrote in Young India on 29th August 1929, Gandhiji stated that if the people of princely state felt the need and were prepared for it, they could launch a satyagraha movement against corrupt administration within their state. So, because of Gandhiji's influence, Indian National Congress paid relatively less attention to the problems of the princely state, and this kind of policy from 1920 to 1935, but later on it's changed. 1937 provincial elections and Congress governments, they took the problems of the princely states, or they assist the movements or the people of the princely states. So it's changed. And in 1939, it's Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru became the president of All India States People Conference. Now, princely state people not got that much support from Indian National Congress, but they started their own movement. And Praja Mandals established, People's Association established in many princely states like Mysore, Hyderabad, Vadodara, Indore, Navnagar, Kathiawad. And on 17 December 1927, All India States People's Conference was established in Mumbai. C.R. Abhyankar, Kelkar, N.C. Kelkar, Balwantrao Mehta, Manilal Kothari, they did a lot of effort towards the establishment of this organization. 700 representatives from princely states, they attend this conference, and this organization demanded that princely states ruler must introduce administrative reforms on the lines of the British India, and that elected representatives should participate in governance. So such kind of demand by the people. And in 1939, as Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru became the president of this All India States People Conference. It's effectively bringing the princely India and British India movement together. Now, as Mahatma Gandhi ji started 1942 Quit India movement, he appealed to the princely state people to participate in the movement. And following this call, many people in the princely state, they participated in the Quit India movement, and they demanded not only responsible government from the princely rule, they demanded or they expressed their desire that princely states became an integral part of independent India. So all this movement means in British India and Praja Parishada and all these things started in princely state. This pressurized British government to declare independence to India. Now, it's Attlee who became the Prime Minister of England after the World War II. He made this historic declaration that British government would transfer power and leave India by 15 August 1947. And a State Department was established on 5th July 1947, and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel became the head of this department, and VP Menon as the secretary. Now, as this declare, some rulers like Nabab of Bhopal, Yashwantrao Holkar of Indore, ruler of Dholpur, Maharaja of Jodhpur, they tried to keep their state independent. They were not eager to join. So problem, but and with these rulers, British officers also they created problem in front of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Means up to that time, British government followed this policy divide and rule, but it was Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. He handled the situation very well, and with his approach, the friendliness and reassuring approach, he told the princely rulers that it was far better for us to make treaties as allies. So this appeal to the princely rulers of princely state, and by August 15, 1947, all the states except Hyderabad, Kashmir and Junagadh, they signed the instrument of accession. So great work done by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Now, the Maharaja of Baroda was the first ruler to sign this instrument of accession. Now, after the accession of the princely state, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel undertook the task of their political integration. It's accession, integration, democratization, and modernization of these princely states. So, integration, to achieve this, Government of India adopted the various methods. So, first of all, small princely states, they were merged in the neighboring provinces, and others, the 6 state unions were formed, and thus these princely states were integrated in India. Now, as this thing, India organized its territories by considering administrative convenience, linguistic identity, and cultural diversity. So this, by placing national unity above individual interest, the princely rulers played an important role in building a united and independent India. Because this time when this integration or accession, it's India getting independence, then partition, the what we can say, riots are there in India. So these princely rulers that time, if they unite or they say no to such kind of accession, it's very difficult for Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel to do all these things. Definitely credit goes to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, VP Menon, but credit goes to these rulers also. They realize this thing and give importance to national unity and merge their state in independent India. Now, after independence, now as they merge their states in India, this following this integration, the financial settlement, um, these rulers were asked to surrender a portion of their wealth to the government through a cash payments and investment. Princely rulers deposited nearly 70 crore with the government, and to retain their ownership on their private properties, personal properties, they paid more 4 to 5 crores to Indian government. Indian government privy pursuit of rupees 5.8 crore was a financial allowance paid by government of India to these princely rulers. Now, many rulers lacked sufficient funds to maintain their large palace, their staff, their vehicles. So they handed over their buildings, their palaces to educational institution, research organization, libraries, and museum. And also sold, some few rulers sold their property to the government. So palaces in Patiala state, Jodhpur state, Bikaner state and Rampur state, Gwalior were given for use of educational institution, museum, and libraries. Like Rampur, the library of Rampur became famous for its collection of Persian manuscript. Bikaner museum it's an important collection of historical weapons and arms. Palaces in Indore, Pratapgarh, and Palanpur state were converted into government offices. Now, many rulers they establish charitable trust, because these rulers are very keen about their staff, because as the princely state merged in India, the staff lost their job, so they established this charitable trust to look after the staff, to look after their whatever they were given to the British government. So foundation of such Gangajali Fund in Gwalior, Haritara Fund in Jammu and Kashmir. So various trusts established in Bikaner and Hyderabad also. Many rulers sold their palaces, jewelry, furniture, paintings, and other valuables and established, and whatever money they got, they invest that money in industries and business. Some rulers transformed their palaces and royal residence into luxury hotels. Some rulers they having they what we can see a contract or transfer their palaces or properties to the renowned hotel groups like Taj Hotel, Oberoi Group, and these heritage hotels allowed visitors to experience the lifestyle and hospitality, that royal hospitality, royal lifestyle of these royal families. And Jaipur, Udaipur, Jammu and Kashmir uh, were among the first to enter in this hotel industry. Now, some ruler entered in politics, and they became member of the parliament. So, the Maharaja of Mysore state served as the governor of his former state for some time and later became the governor of Madras state. Karan Singh, the Maharaja of Jammu and Kashmir, he became the member of Lok Sabha for many years, and then a union minister in government of India. Now, Indian National Congress Party, they welcome these rulers as a member of their party, because these rulers having that kind of attachment with their subjects, with their people, with their territory. So good chance of them to win in the election. So they were welcome. They became the member. They participated in the election. They won the election also. So what happened means they keep that touch with their people. They can, as a king, they were doing the work for the people. Now, as a member of the parliament, as a MP, they were working for their people. So, this kind of thing. Now, here, Maharani Gayatri Devi of Jaipur, Vijayaraje Scindia of Gwalior also entered in politics and made significant contribution to the public life. So, because of their popularity and influence, many former princes contested an election and they won the election. So we found this legacy continue as next generation also from these families, they were princely families are in politics. Now, what happened in 1971? Because of the amendment, Indian government abolished the preview pursuit and special privilege of whatever the remaining special privilege of these princely rulers. They were abolished by the Indian government. As a result, all the official distinctions between the former princes and the ordinary citizens were removed, and these rulers became the citizen, and therefore from rulers to citizen contribution, thus they contributed from rulers to citizen, they gave their territory, their state, integrated it in India, independent India, from rulers to citizen, contribution of former princess to nation building. Now, I want to conclude with this. Indian kings and royal families played a vital role in preserving and promoting Indian art, craft, music, dance, painting, weaving, embroidery, jewelry, making, and traditional craftsmanship. Their patronage helped these cultural traditions flourish. They also encourage local industry and small scale enterprises, contributing to the economic development within their state. Influenced by the national movement, many princely rulers introduced welfare-oriented reforms while maintaining balanced relationship with the British government. Even after integration into the Indian Union, several rulers remained closely connected with their people and devoted their palaces, properties, and resources to public welfare. As a result, many princely families continue to be remembered with respect and admiration in India. So this is my conclusion, and this is the bibliography, the reference which I took, and the photo which I took is from the public domain. So this is the presentation. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So a really, really interesting talk, and a lot of things that you didn't previously know about. You know a little bit, of course, about the princely states because there are lots of books and films and all, but some really interesting facts which at least I didn't know about before. We do have a couple of questions. One was that when did the minting of coins with the ruler of the princely state stop? And was there any revolt or not to agree with this?
Minting of coins, princely rulers, see, according to 1857, this 1858 Queen's Proclamation, British government not permitted Indian rulers to mint the coins, but they continue this thing. Okay, so rulers were minting the coins. They were not permitted, but they were doing it.
Okay, okay. And in your opinion, was it correct to abolish the privy purses in the late 60s and 70s, as you brought out? Do you think that was the correct move to make?
See, now what was the opinion of the government that money given to these princely rulers and all that thing, socialism, impact of socialism during that time on India. So
Yes.
it's a vestige of money or something like that. So not to given such money to these princely rulers. So it's stopped taking consideration of that time situation. It's there. That kind of decision by the government.
So it was more a thing of what was going on politically
Yes.
in society, and that's why you
Yes.
think it stopped.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And the next question is, what about the power of the princely rulers after Indian independence? Weren't they afraid to lose their power to the Indian national government?
Afraid to?
Yes.
Afraid to some extent, yes. Or I can say they were initially they don't want, or they were not willing to merge their state, and they were afraid to, yes, now what will happen to us? Isn't it that kind of thing in their mind, that after independence,
Yes.
what kind of treatment they will get from the Indian government, or what kind of reaction? So definitely that point in their mind, yes, that thing, and because of that initially some hesitation, but later on as very important here, the very important role played by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel.
Yes, that was one of the comments as well.
Yes, yes. He created that kind of confidence among the ruler that they ready to merge their state in India.
Right.
Yes.
And there was another, I don't know if it's a question or just a comment about Indira Gandhi in 1971 and the Antiquities Act.
It's a question.
I mean, it's just a
Yes.
comment. I'm not sure if there's a question, but if you would like to quickly explain something about the Antiquities Act, that will be helpful for
I
everyone.
think it's in that act. It's these princely these preview pursue and these special privileges were abolished related to these princely states.
Okay. And there was also a comment that Bapji was the first to convert Umaid Bhavan into a hotel. I think now there are many more that have been
Yes.
converted, and
Yes.
but at least those structures still remain, maybe thanks to that. So it's good that they're at least preserved in that manner. But lots of comments of how informative and wonderful this talk was. So thank you very much for spending your evening with us. And thank you everybody else. And we will see you next Saturday. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.